Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue pour ce match. France, Pays-Bas. Et merci d'accueillir nos joueurs sur le terrain.
Everybody standing for the national anthem of the Netherlands. Now that was impressive. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Things already rolling. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Ake. Oh, good spread. Marlen. That's a sharp pass. Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gravenberg, over to the right flank. Marlen. Nicely aimed pass. Stood up well to him there. Good ball, good take. Shoots! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
11 minutes de jeu. Le numéro 10.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Reinders. Reinders' cross. And it's hoisted clear. Could move up a gear here. Mbappe running with the ball. First quarter of an hour gone. Neatly clipped into space. De Jong. And it's Ake. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Short changes him with that pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Ake. Passing nice and neat. Oh, super ball. And it's Timber. De Jong. Lovely feet. Now it's Barcola. Dink through. Mbappe. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Reinders. Camavinga. Hernandez. Oh, nice touch. For Conte. This is a promising build-up. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's got a side of goal. Olise! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
De Jong. Timber. Gravenberch. Now it's Memphis Depay. And it's Gravenberch. Looking for options for movement. Marlon has it in a wide position. Olise. Mbappe. Spread it left. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Mbappe. Just eases him off the ball. Reinders. Played out to the left flank. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Olise.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Ake. Now Gakpo. And here's Reinders. Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marlon has the space to scheme. Reinders. Spread to the right. That's where it came from. And here's Marlon. Now the cross. And a header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's really well cleared. Ake. Gakpo. And it's Ake. It's a promising position. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's managed to gift it back. And here's Ake. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. France come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
France have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gravenberch is in a really good position out wide. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Timber. Reinders. Spread out to the left. Now it's Gakpo. And that's played in low. Camavinga. And the counter-attack is on for France. Good running, strong and purposeful. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. De Jong running with intent. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. France are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Gravenberch.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Can he get it through? No, he's just misjudged that one. And he is deftly away. And there's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
But pour l'équipe de France, après 63 minutes de jeu tard, le numéro 6.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's in a great position here. Conte. And here's Barcola. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Distributed tidily. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. Timber. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. The Netherlands have opted to make another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Timber. Now it's Marlon. Tries to play it through. Marlon looking to receive it in space. And that has been cleared. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
The Netherlands truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Reinders. Ake. Some resolute defending there. Marlon. And it's Timber. And here's Marlon. Now it's Mbappe. Reinders. And here's De Jong. That's a good ball out wide. And here's Marlon. Oh, important interception. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And he's got away from him. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Simons. Reinders. That's destined for the flank. And the counter is on. And Gravenberch. And it's De Jong. Nice bit of trickery. And that's going wide left. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? So here comes the substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
2 minutes to be added on. Foot in. Now it's Brobby. Now it's Simons. Van de Ven. And that will be it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for...
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And welcome to today's match. United States against France. Everyone, please welcome our players.
We stand for the national anthem of France. So it's down to business here. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for options for movement. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. That has not gone well. Tries to pass it through. Searching pass he's played there. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. He's gone for goal! Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Ball's gone out of play. Traoré, Saliba, Zaire Emery. He's on it, can he get away? Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Shapes to shoot! Missed by a fraction. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
He's a sharp little ball here. Space for him to turn and look. And the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Nice looking ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And the counter-attack is on for France. He won't be happy with that one. That's been cut out, well played. Dembele chasing after it. Good pressure, determined, intense. And the ball's gone astray. Still goalless at the moment. Now that looks a decent ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. A real chance! Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. It's a really well-measured ball. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Almost half an hour in now.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Engages and forces him off the ball. So what can they make of this? Oh, well measured. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Zaire Emery. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now this could be a chance. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out to the left flank. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tchouaméni. Lovely pass, but can he get there? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Spread out to the left. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Dembele. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's in plenty of space here. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Dembele. Tchouameni. There's the shot! It's in! How they've waited! Now they have it! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Number 14, Tchouameni.
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And he's definitely onside. Oh, that's neat. He's had it taken off him. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Looking for a runner. Zaire Emery. Looking to play him in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The United States can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack. Just change the rhythm up front.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Tchouameni given the lift of his goal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's shifting through the gears here. The United States making further changes here, and in quick succession.
United States, number 21, number 17, coming on the field, number 24.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's there to clear it. Oh, what has happened here? Zaire Emery.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Thuram. Time and again they are repelled. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Can he spark a counter here? Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Substitution.
France still ahead by the game's only goal. He's in a great position here. And he is dashing away. Just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position.
The United States really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Olise. I think we're just about done here.
There will be 3 minutes.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely spread. Rabiot. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's it. France can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Your final thoughts, Jim?
France really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Well timed, excellent interception. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Rafinha is flagged offside. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Dembele. Dembele. Close. It's Dembele! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Saint-Maximin unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Joelinton. Probing pass. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear. Saint-Maximin, can he get it through? That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, good spread. Tries to pass it through.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Konate does really well there. He is strong. Thuram is herring after that one. And here's Saint-Maximin. Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And now they can clear their lines. Joelinton. And the pass is intercepted. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Thuram. And it's Koundé. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Saint-Maximin. And he shoots! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! He's got himself an absolute peach. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Lucas Paqueta, he's in a great position here. Oh, well played. Pass somewhat off target. And he's picked it up out wide. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Rafinha. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Saint-Maximin. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Bruno Guimaraes. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Koundé makes a move down the right. Tchouaméni. Rafinha. Lucas Paqueta. Played to Danilo. And it's Joelinton. That's going wide left. Can he get on the end of this? And there's green grass ahead of him. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Heading backwards.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Floated through. Saint-Maximin receives it in a wide position.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Rafinha. Rafinha carries the ball down the right. Here's Lucas Paqueta. Now it's Rafinha. No, he's not getting past him there. Some good work on the right flank here.
Oh, really well played. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. France go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
France looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Back on the way then. France currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Marquinhos. Lucas Paqueta, distributed tidily. Dembele is onto it in a flash. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Aimed beyond the defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Nice looking ball. Now it's Saint-Maximin. He is through here. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Thuram! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now it's Neymar. Saliba gets a foot in here. And here's Dembele. He's on it, can he get away? He's had a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Bruno Guimaraes. For Joelinton. Now it's João Pedro. That has been cut short. And it's Joelinton. Great vision. Threads one in. Samba breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Thuram. And he is deftly away. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Brazil choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Gabriel. Neymar. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Brazil have opted to make another change here. Joelinton. Marquinhos. Joelinton. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Out of play for a goal kick. Carlos Augusto. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Thuram.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Mbappe. Saint-Maximin going face-to-face with his great rival. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Lucas Paqueta. Savinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's certainly onside here. Crosses it in. And that has been cleared.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
He's got away. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Paris ended up in no man's land. Plays a sharp little ball here. Martinelli providing an outlet on that flank. And here's Paqueta. And that's another good win of the ball. Spread it left. Saint-Maximin has it in a wide position. And here's Mbappe. And this is Dembele. Joelinton played out towards the right wing. 2 minutes to be added on. Eva Nielsen, that's a good ball out wide, and he's worked it through. He has found the way through. Referee has just said play on. So that's it, it is all over. France have done it, the perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
France can be...
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. It is that familiar... Olise! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Fabian Ruiz. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Dembele's cross.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nico Williams looking to receive it in space. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. No way through, so back it comes. Yamal. Upamecano is the guilty party there. No goals as yet. Yamal just eases him off the ball. Yamal stood his ground strongly. Pedro Porro has the space to scheme. That's a sharp pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, well measured. Now it's Mbappe. Chance! Goal! France! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Après 20 minutes de jeu, le numéro 10.
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And here's Olise. Olise gets on his bike and on the move.
Olise clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Fabian Ruiz. That has been cut short. Grimaldo gets across to intercept that. Rodri. And now the breakaway. It's a really well-measured ball. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And it's Ruiz. Spread out to the left. He's got away. It's a sweeping cross. That's going to go a long way. Out towards the flank. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lenormand with the clearance. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now this could be a chance. Now that's well seen too. Mbappe, there he goes, motoring forward. Nico Williams. Rodri. Morata. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Williams. Tries to play it through. And the shot! And there's a goal! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now he's got space here. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Fabian Ruiz. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Spain have it back and can go again. And that's going wide left. Nico Williams. Dembele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Morata. Fabian Ruiz.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And here's the chance to counter. He's found a way through. Oh, it's Dembele. Olise. Fabian Ruiz. Knocks it into space. In with the challenge. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And here's Ruiz. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Olise. Olise unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Unai Simon getting this one clear. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Attention, changement.
Looking for options for movement. Olise. And it's Grimaldo. Dembele. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. And here's Mbappe. Foot in. Pedri. Yamal. Now it's Yamal. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Yamal. Nico Williams. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Played out towards the right wing. Olise. He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, what has happened here? And it's Tchouaméni. Koundé.
Well, they're definitely intent on winning it, and they've come close. Just wondering how many more chances they can have.
He's had a shot! Fabian Ruiz wins the duel this time, and he's had it nicked away. Tchouaméni. Now it's Olise. Nicely spread. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Olise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Spain have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4, le numéro 2, le numéro 11, le numéro
It's Hernandez. And that's been intercepted. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Mikel Oyarzabal. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. And no, that was never going to make it. And that could set him on his way. Great chance! It's fallen kindly here. He lifts the roof. A game of margins. A game of thrills. This might just do it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
France now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
And a chance! It's bounced back off the post. And that is that. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
France can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? So it's away we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. And that was very necessary. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I've always been impressed with Lautaro Martinez, Peter. We all know how good a finisher he is. But he's proved himself to be a more than reasonable outlet. If needed, he can play with his back to goal and be one that brings everyone else into play, and he's a significant influence.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Mbappe couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Now it's Fernandes. He's in a good position here. Shot, surely! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Cross in. And it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Olise. France do have a chance to counter here. Hernandez. He's picked his way through. Has a look up and delivers. Olise. Shot a goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. France have their second corner now. And that has earned a reprieve for... Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's taking no chances there.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Olise clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance to deliver. Upamecano can get it clear. And he's gone long. Neither side yet able to find the net. Molina. And it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Otamendi makes the interception. Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Camavinga. Olise. "30 minutes gone. Tagliafico. That has been slung wide. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. And he plays one through. Great challenge, time to perfection. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Molina.
Argentina couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Olise. Olise. Good, strong midfield running here. And it's made its way to him. Played in with purpose. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nicked it back promptly. Gonzalez. Now it's Alvarez. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Olise. Now it's Kolo Muani. And it's Tchouaméni. Spread out to the left. Cleared without hesitation. Gonzalez. And it's Molina. To Messi. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Kolo Muani. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe! And that should get the job done. And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So your views on the first half?
France have played reasonably well, but perhaps they're overdoing things down the left flank. They've concentrated an awful lot in that area.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Gonzalez! Gonzalez! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, that's fabulous. That is great defending, so alert. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. Olise needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against him here.
Olise cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. He's in a great position here. That is good alertness. Fernandez. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Molina. This is a promising build-up. Gonzalez. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Aimed beyond the defence. Messi. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Samba claims it. Safe hands.
Argentina truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both. Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now it's Olise. Not the most accurate pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Molina. Messi. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now.
Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Olise.
Might want to be careful there.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe!
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Otamendi. Oh, he's goes. Tries a shot! Oh, he's done it! Has he won it? He just might have won it! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 6.
France now on the verge of victory,
Le numéro 20.
save for a few potentially hectic final
Le
moments.
numéro 17.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as...
Impressive jump! And no mistake! We thought they were done, but never say never! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Back to parity, and there's still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, that was the second half.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So, a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now, endurance.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 2. Pour le remplacer.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. France pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. De Paul gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Goes looking wide. That's going across goal. Well, that's been dealt with. Dembele. Now it's Barcola. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that could set him on his way. And the shot! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Rabiot. Driving forward. Conte. There he goes, motoring forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Dybala. De Paul. Oh, nicely intercepted. Conte. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Ambitious ball here. Romero gets it clear. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere. The hostilities have already resumed. They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Big chance! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. So the die is cast. It is time for Mr. Crash Bang Wallop.
Well, this certainly makes the game a little more exciting as we near the conclusion.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Pinches it off him. Paz. Simeone. Knocks it into space. And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's following up!
will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
And here's Dybala. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to play it through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Barcola. And smartly reclaimed. It's run loose. He's having a pop! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Paredes. Shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared without hesitation.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
De Paul. And he's being shifted off it. And there goes the final whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
France can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît. Les personnes chargées de la sécurité sont priées de se présenter au PC Sécurité.